Hey everybody, Aaron Rift here from NoDQ.com to give my quick thoughts on the 1000th edition of Monday Night Raw, which just concluded. Overall, it was an excellent show. Very well produced by WWE from top to bottom. Just a very memorable show and a lot of nostalgia, a lot of interesting segments, a lot to talk about. WWE delivered. It was what we expected and perhaps even more. So let's talk about it real quick from top to bottom here. Starting off the show, we had the DX reunion, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, but it wasn't just the two of them. With the exception of China, the entire DX faction was reunited with X-Pac and the New Age Outlaws. I guess China was just a little bit too much trouble for WWE, and they decided to take a pass on her. But it was still really cool to see DX reunited as a full faction once again. And then you had Damian Sandow come out there, and he ended up getting beat down by DX. So good stuff, very entertaining. And then at the top of the first hour, going into the second hour, we had the Daniel Bryan and AJ wedding. As expected, things did not go the way Daniel Bryan would be hoping for. AJ said yes, but she didn't say yes to Daniel Bryan. She said yes to another man, and that man was Vince McMahon. But the swerve here is that it wasn't a wedding proposal that Vince made to AJ. It was a business proposal. AJ is now the new general manager of Raw. This got mixed reactions from people online, but it was a good surprise. I wasn't expecting it, but it makes sense because AJ has been a focal point of WWE in recent weeks, and her segments have actually done very well in the ratings. So WWE's really pushing AJ hard as like the top female character in WWE right now, and Vince sees something in her, not just on television but behind the scenes as well. So it's logical to put her in the GM role, and I see nothing wrong with it. I think that it's definitely a step above John Laurinaitis. So let's just put it that way. So thumbs up for me. I like the segment, and you had Heath Slater, face of all people this week, Lita, who made her surprise return, and really cool to see Lita back, and all the legends from previous weeks came down and assisted Lita, and also the APA made their return to help out Lita. So another really cool segment. All these segments, I mean, they felt really choreographed, but at the same time they were extremely entertaining, and like I said, it's all about the nostalgia, and that made it a really fun show. And when it was getting close to the end, I really felt that WWE wasn't doing much to build towards the future, but I'll get more to that in a moment. We also had some backstage skits. We had Mae Young come out with her son, the hand that she gave birth to, and now the hand is an adult dressed up in a hand costume. I mean, really corny, goofy stuff, but I mean, whatever. It was funny. And then we had Kane come out for a match, and then all these guys that you haven't seen on TV lately, like Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins, and a whole bunch of these guys came down, and it looked like they were going to gang up on Kane, but then all of a sudden the bong, whatever it is, hits, and The Undertaker comes down. Undertaker and Kane, Brothers of Destruction, reunite, beat down all these jobbers, if I can put it mildly. No offense to them, but that's what their role was tonight. And Undertaker and Kane beat them down, double choke slams, double tombstones. The crowd was chanting, "This is awesome." In my opinion, another thumbs up segment by WWE. And then you had the Triple H Brock Lesnar segment. Paul Heyman came out, said the match was not happening. Paul Heyman started talking about Triple H's family again. Cues Stephanie McMahon, who made her big return. Stephanie comes out, she starts ripping into Paul Heyman, calling him a failure, and she slaps Paul Heyman, and finally at that point, Heyman says, "You know what, you want it, you got it." So the match is made, Heyman gets back in the ring, Stephanie attacks Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar comes down, you have a brawl between Brock Lesnar and Triple H, and Triple H gets the best of Brock Lesnar. He clotheslines Lesnar out of the ring. I was a little surprised by that. I'm surprised that Triple H would get the best of Brock on his first night back. Not sure if I would have done it that way, but it is what it is, and I'm sure Brock will do something very dastardly in the coming weeks to build up to SummerSlam. So whatever. My thoughts were perhaps they could have done it a bit differently, but it was an okay segment. And then you had the WWE title match, John Cena versus CM Punk. A lot of people expected Big Show to get involved, and he did. Big Show came out, caused a DQ. The big story of this match was Cena had CM Punk beat, but the referee was down. And then Big Show came out, knocked out John Cena, and CM Punk saw the whole thing happen. And he had to decide, was he going to tell the referee or was he going to try to get the cheap victory? CM Punk decided to go for the cheap victory, but Cena kicked out. Cena made a comeback, put him in the STF, and then Big Show ran down for the DQ. And Big Show starts destroying John Cena at this point, and then all of a sudden, The Rock comes down. The Rock had been in a segment earlier on the show where he officially announced that he was going to challenge the WWE Champion at the Royal Rumble, which I will be at. I will be at the Royal Rumble, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyways, Rock came down to save Cena, and then out of nowhere, CM Punk attacks The Rock. CM Punk delivers the GTS on Rock and officially turns back heel. So it'll be interesting to see where things go from here. I'm sure CM Punk can bring up the fact that he's been WWE Champion and he's never been in a main event pay-per-view match the entire year. So, I mean, they have that whole built-in story right there. So, it made sense to turn CM Punk heel at this point, and I'm guessing we'll see CM Punk versus John Cena at SummerSlam as expected. Who knows where things will go. Perhaps CM Punk will hold the title until Royal Rumble and then lose it to Rock, and then Cena wins the Royal Rumble, and then you have Rock versus Cena too. Cena gets his win back. That's just the thing I'm thinking of at the top of my head, but, I mean, it can change a million times between now and WrestleMania. So we'll see where things go. Definitely a good way to end the show and get people interested in tuning in next week. So with that being said, I labeled the show a huge success. It was very entertaining from start to finish, and they did build something to the future to get people tuning in next week and perhaps tuning in to SummerSlam. So thumbs up show. Really enjoyed it. What did you think? Leave a comment, youtube.com/NoDQCW. Let me know what you think. Send me questions for No DQ&A video. Maybe I'll talk more in detail about some of this stuff. Formspring.me/AaronRift. And of course, stay tuned to NoDQ.com. I'm sure we'll have tons of news and notes coming off tonight's Raw. Definitely going to be a busy week. Very busy day for me. So stay tuned to No DQ for all that. And I'll see you this week for No DQ&A video.